the bed that I see out the kitchen window. I dug up all that yellow evening primrose. It took up this whole bed, which I still haven't finished. I'm going to probably put all salvia in here and maybe some of those little tomatoes, hopefully. But look at this. This is a Russian sage. Can you see that? It's so bright, but it has a purple bloom on it. It's just starting. It'll open up. It's really pretty. And there's my other lavender. Some little coleus. I don't know if they'll start growing or not. There's Dana's. I really don't know the name of that plant there. It's a ground cover. It spreads like wildfire. I mean, you can't get rid of that stuff. I've dug a bunch of it up, but I left one little piece because it'll take off growing in it. It's against the fence. It'll be fine. But this I planted, just teeny little plant 2 years ago, and it's getting ready to open. This is the pink bee balm that the hummingbirds love. And here again, this is the plant. Look how tall it is. It's taller than me. Check it out. I'll show you a picture when this opens up. This is an Asiatic lily that I planted about probably 15 years ago. It sat there for about 5 years, didn't do anything. And now look how big it is. This is the one that Nana McCauley painted of our Nana, holding one of the blooms in her hand. The bloom itself is about 6 to 8 inches long, a light pink, so pretty. I'll show you that later. Well, our plumeria that we bought in Disney World about 6 years ago, and I have cut this thing way back before I came to California this past winter, and gave it to the horticulture department at DB, and I said I would just like the original mother tree back. And this is it, and I'm surprised it's growing. Look at it. The leaves are looking pretty healthy now. I mean, I cut this thing back. I think I gave him about 20 plumeria starts, so they're gonna make a fortune off this one little plant. Oh, I've got 2 of these, of course. There's one, and here's the other one. This one's not quite as healthy, but it's trying. Look where I cut this thing back. That's the original plant I bought. It's getting big. And let's see. Of course, here we have our mum that I bought 3 years ago for like $3, and that thing came back last year and is spread out all across this pot. Is huge. It's bright yellow. We'll see that blooming probably not before August, I guess. Of course, it's supposed to be blooming in the fall. I already see where I think it looks like buds. Here's the mint Dad bought me last year. It choked this bed out. This bed here was full of this mint, plus Nana gave me the phlox that came from my great-grandmother. It's actually over there in that corner too, still with that other thing. That plant is probably, Lord, it's at least 40 years old. Some of it's white, some of it's purple. It blooms a long time. But it choked this bed out between the phlox and the mint, and the evening primrose was all choked out. This place was like a jungle, and of course a haven for snakes, so I was happy to take them out, and I've moved this stuff all over the yard anyway. Slowly but surely he will have our tomatoes are starting. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tomatoes so far. We've got blooms on 1, 2, 3. I think I saw maybe 3 so far. I'm surprised. I don't ever buy a tomato plant unless it has a bloom on it. Dad bought them with 0 blooms. And here's my yellow calla lily. And it looks like we're going to have at least 2 blooms opening probably this week. See, the leaf on that is just like the water lily over here that's in the pond that we bought last year. It had those 2 beautiful, beautiful white blooms. You see, here's St. Francis that we bought Nana, oh, probably 7 or 8, maybe 10 years ago, and I brought it from her house to my yard. And there's Nana's ground cover. See that green leaf? It spreads all over the place, and it has this beautiful little white bloom in the late spring, and then it quits. You won't see anything else out of it. It's a beautiful ground color. There's one of my favorite coleus, the green and yellow. And see, there's a piece of the evening primrose. There's one bloom left. Those things are so pretty, but my God, it chokes everything else out. But I got it all over this yard.